Hey, it's Mary with the Painted Peach, and today I'm just live on my own. I am streaming over to YouTube as well as Facebook, and we're trying this camera thing out again. I do know that I only have 30 minutes with this camera, but I think I can turn it off and on and make it work if I go over. Um, so when you hop on, let me know you're here. I'm going to make sure I sprinkle myself over to my group really quick. So just some housekeeping back here. And we're going to make a primitive snowman baking tin. And I'm just kind of throwing this together. I just had a whole other idea, and I just saw this baking tin that I had grunged up in. What am I trying to do right now? And so I decided that I wanted to do this instead. I don't know. I'm just kind of silly like that sometimes. So if you're joining me from YouTube, thank you for being here. This is my probably second time being live on YouTube. And I'd love it if you'd give me, if you'd subscribe and hit that bell so that you can get notified when I'm live. I'll pull up my comments in a minute if you're on Facebook. So if you're waiting on me to say hello, I'm trying to sprinkle myself into my groups, and I think I did it, so I'm going to just move on from that. Hopefully you can hear me fine. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to put my project view on as well, and I think I want you guys to just see that. Let's see if I can do that. No, no, no. There we go. So here's my hands. I'm kind of sideways today. I'm trying to figure out this whole situation with my camera set up, and I need another tripod. So I'm having to, my front facing camera is a little bit stacked up on stuff right now, and I'm a little worried about it, but we'll go with it and see how it works out. If you hop on, let me know you're here. I'm hoping that this is streaming to both places. I guess I'll find out afterwards. If not, I do believe I'm recording, so I can upload it later. So the first thing I'm going to do is I had some clothespins that, let's see if I can get in the camera, that I took apart and then I glued them together, and I had painted them white before, but these are going to be my snowman noses, so I want to paint them orange, and I'm going to use some chalk paste here from my shop. Hey Jeannie, good morning. And everything sound good and look good and stuff. I'm trying things out here. I'm just practicing. But this is in my shop in Chalk Couture, so you can always find chalk paste there. Probably not this color right now. Sometimes they go out of stock and come back later. But I'm just going to paint these little clothespins up. I'm going to put some water on them because this paste can be pretty thick. And we're going to make these little carrot noses. And I don't want them to be perfect. I'm just going to kind of leave some of that white in the background. And we'll probably add a little bit of grunginess to them anyway. Looks and sounds good. Yay. I'm trying to figure things out. I know my front-facing camera will only stay on for 30 minutes. I don't know how to fix that. So I'll probably have to turn it off and on in between and get focused again if I go back to my front-facing before we get off of here. But I wanted to come on for a quick live today and test things out. I'm streaming over to YouTube and Facebook, so cross some fingers it all works out good. I know there's some events going on today, so I don't know if anybody else will join me or not, but that's all right. There's always a replay, and replays are just as good for us. So like I said, I was going to do, I've been putting this little, I have a Dollar Tree bunny from last Easter, and I've been wanting to turn it into a snowman, and I keep putting that off. So that's what I was going to do today again, and then I seen this bacon tin over there, and I was like, no, I'm going a different route. I don't know why I keep putting that bunny off, but I'll get to it eventually, I guess. Maybe it'll end up being a bunny again later. I've already cut the ears off of it and the feet. Poor little bunny, but eventually it'll turn into something. Hey, Joy, how are you today? Are you feeling better? I should have taped these down. I'm just playing around with things. Yesterday I was live with my regular without StreamYard, so I didn't feel like setting up my whole. I have to take everything apart and put my camera on my tripod. I need another tripod. So I'm waiting for that before I can get my views right. So I'm sideways today, but we're working it. We're going to figure it out eventually. And I figured out my front-facing camera, which is my professional camera, will only stay active for 30 minutes. So I'll have to refix that if I go on again. You know, Facebook is not allowing some landscape videos. That's no good, is it? I haven't noticed that. But how does it look on Facebook? You're on Facebook, right? Yeah, Facebook. Goodness, goodness. It's always something, right? Always something. I know that Melanie, for Paint and Crafty, she does the landscape. I figured I'd try it today just to see how it works out. All right, so we got some noses going on. And this will probably be a quick live. I'm just going to show you a few of these. Look at my hands, they're already disaster. I can see great. Just put my phone to landscape. Okay. And I know that's harder to see comments and stuff too, right? It's harder to comment that way. You have to go back and all that good stuff. All right, so I've got my noses. Now I'm going to use these little Dollar Tree gems for my eyes and mouth. So I'm going to paint some of these black. I guess everybody's shopping. We don't got many friends on here today, but it's all right. This was just spontaneous. I did come on a little later than I said I was going to also because I was trying to get everything figured out. So I'm just using black chalk paint and I'm painting over these pearls to make some little eyes. I don't know if I'll do mouths or not, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. From a viewer perspective, my opinion is I don't like the multiple screens. I prefer to see the craft and the crafter in one view. Yeah, I do too in most cases. But I wanted to do it this way for YouTube just to get a video over there, and I'll mix it up, I'm sure. I'm not really liking this either. This is just, I don't know why that said private message you. Probably the word craft. I need to go back in and get all those words straight. All right, so I have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't think I'm going to make mouths right now. We'll just see how it looks without them, or I might make something else for the mouths. Yeah, I don't really like to see hands only, but if somebody comes on, like if they're drawing or something, or it's a tedious little craft, I like to see their face first, them talking to me, and then trying to find somewhere to put my brush. And then I like to see their hands because I can't really see sometimes when it's really small. All right, let me put this brush here and this brush here. Let's dry those up. I do have myself little tiny over there. I don't know if it's showing up that way for you guys, but I have my face on there at least a little bit. I do like my friend Christy Sloan with My Artful Adventure. She has like a little bubble of her face when she goes live. I'm not sure what she uses to stream, but it's a little different. All right, so I've already done my baking pan, but I am going to tell you guys how I did it. Let me move my roving out of the way. So this is just a regular baked cupcake tin with 6 places. I think I got this from the thrift store, but I have, if you're on, oh, there's a spider on it, y'all. If you're on, where are you at? Oh my goodness, there was a little clear spider. Things that happen to me. But if you're on YouTube, I do have some links to different things in Amazon for all the stuff I'm using today, or a majority of the stuff. So there was a tin cupcake liner. Anyways, I grunged it up. So this is super grungy, and it's been drying for a long time. I made it, and then I never really used it. So I'm going to use it today. But how I did this is with instant coffee and Mod Podge. I mix that up and make like a paste, and then I put it all over the pan. And then I'll take the instant coffee again and sprinkle it on there when it's wet, and it gives it this textured look. And then I take my chalk paste. I use rust color, but you can use any orange. And I go in and I make these little rust areas with it. You can also sprinkle cinnamon, nutmeg, pumpkin spice, all that good stuff. Hey, John, good afternoon. And so that's how I did the pan. I was going to do a miniature version with you guys today, but since my camera is only giving me a little bit of time, I didn't want to do too much. So I already have my pan made. And what we're going to put in here is some little snowballs. So I have these little styrofoam balls, and these are the textured ones, not the smooth. I like the textured because we're going to use roving and it'll stick to it a lot better. So what roving is this stuff, and it's used for like felting things, and it's very soft and it sticks to a lot of things, sticks to stuff. So if you use it, you can make dryer balls out of this with some pantyhose, and you can make it into a ball, and then you stuff it in the pantyhose, and it just forms that ball and gets hard. You wet it down and stuff, but that'd be a whole nother subject. Anyways, we're gonna make our first little snowman. I got way off track on that one, you guys. Maybe I'll do a whole thing about that, huh? So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some decoupage medium, and I'm going to put it on my ball just to give it a little bit more of a, here's my thing, a hold, but this will stick to it anyways. You wouldn't even have to make it this permanent. I just want to make it permanent because I'm going to glue them in there and make it an actual something I can sell or gift away. Hey Pam, how are you? So that is why I'm using the Mod Podge, but you don't have to. Well, this isn't Mod Podge. I'm using this Paint Couture Decoupage Matte Medium because it's a lot runnier than the Mod Podge, and I kind of wanted it to be a thin kind of layer. So once you have that on there, you're going to take your roving and you're just going to pull it apart because it pulls apart really easy and everything sticks to it. So you're just going to make it where it's kind of pulled apart and see through, and then you're going to wrap your ball. So it's going to look like a big fluffy snowball. And you can just pull this stuff right off and it's all fluffy. I love this stuff. And it doesn't make me my nose itch like fur, so that's good. But once you have it on there, and you can just push it and form it, you can add as much as you want. I have a sequin in there for some reason. And you just spread it out and make your little snowman. Now, I have orange hands, so my snowball's getting a little dirty, but that's fine because this is primitive, and that's how I like things anyway. Once you have it formed, I like to spray mine with a little bit of water just so it calms down a bit. This stuff is a little crazy. And then you have a little snowball, a little snowman head, really. Let me wipe my hands off so I don't get this on everything. That roving looks like so much fun. Yeah, I was thinking earlier, I've been doing all this crochet, and I was like, ooh, I could make a big, thick blanket out of this. That would be cozy. And then I've used it so much on crafts. I'm telling you guys, this stuff, I use it as stuffing. I use it all kinds of ways, but it is a lot of fun. Let me get all this orange paint off my hands. Now, if my front camera turns off on me, I'll turn it back on and try to refocus. Y'all just have to bear with me. All right, I got that orange off of me as much as I could. So now I'm just going to build my little snowman head. I'm going to do it one at a time. We'll probably do just a couple or maybe even just one with you guys today because this is an event. I mean, this isn't an event, so I don't have to fill any kind of time. All right, so this is our little carrot nose we created out of the clothespins, and I'm just going to glue that on here. And I'm going to use hot glue for that. My stomach is growling. I need to eat some lunch. And I'm going to put it right on the front of my little snowball. My son has always wanted to do that needle felting, and I always try to make up an excuse to not buy it. I'm like, oh, it's probably too hard, but I really do. I think I'll get him some for Christmas and see if he actually does use it, and if he doesn't, I'll do it. But he's asked me for many years now. He wants those little kits. I need to get them. All right, so I'm going to make all kinds of different hats and stuff, but I do have these little bags that I thought I would try to use as one of the hats, because that would be simple just to stick it on here, and then we'll place the eyes to figure out where to put them. And just glue these to the back. I hear Luna in there, my doggie. She sounds like she is whiny again. She doesn't like it when I leave her in the living room. All right, so I just glued that to the back because these are going to be laying in the baking pan. And then I'm just going to tie some twine around that top. Where'd I put my scissors, y'all? It's under the pan. So feedback is important with this whole new camera situation and streaming situation. So if you like my views, let me know. If you want me to change it up, all ears, because I'm just playing around with different settings and stuff right now on StreamYard because I wanted to be able to go over to YouTube also. I'm going to cut the top of this bag because I don't like it being, I wonder if I can tear it. I don't like it being all nice and closed up there. All right, so he's got this little nose, and now we need to give him his eyes. So we've got our little gems we can glue on. And I'll probably put a little white dot in these to give them a little bit of character. So here he is so far. Let's see, do I have a white paint here? I was surprised my 15-year-old granddaughter loved the little beads to make bracelets she got for her birthday. I thought she was probably too mature. Yeah, I think anything crafty is always a good idea. no matter what age. My daughter always asks for stuff like those little rhinestone kits that you make, like a rhinestone painting. I forget what they're called. She asked for them one year. She asked for some resin stuff, and she's 18 and asking for that stuff. So I think anything that they can create with is always a good idea. All right, so it's got some cute, I don't know how to work this camera. Got some cute little eyes. I don't think I'm making a mouth, you guys. I think I like him just like he is. Let's see if we can put some little berries or something on him. What do we got in here? I might have, I thought I had some cute little pine cones I took off of something. I probably moved them this morning. Knowing me, I've lost them already. All right, let's get a bell. That's what we'll do. I wish it was rusty, but I haven't rusted any of them up. But we'll get a little gold bell. I'll rust one up later. See if I can get it going here. Probably not. Let's get, ooh. I am fumbling around now. I thought I was prepared. I'll just use a piece of wire for now, but I have some clear string that I can use. Just wire this on for the sake of this. The videos are good. Thank you, John, for letting me know. Just experimenting. I mean, we got to change things up every now and then, right? All right, let me tie a little bow. And that'll do for now. So now he's got a cute little bell. And then, let's see. Let's get our little pan over here. This is the top. It's got a hole right here so you can add like a hanger. And then you're just going to I'm going to sit it sideways. That way I can make them go different ways. And then you're just going to glue it right into your little cupcake area. So that's number one. I'm not going to glue him yet because I'm a little bit afraid. I might have to cut this down a little bit, but I'm afraid I need to move things around. So, hey Barb, happy Thursday. All right, so that's one. I've already started playing around with them earlier. I need to glue this on though. Let me see how it sticks. It's some sticky stuff. I don't know what I did. Oh, here it is. We'll make one more and then I'll let you guys go. You like the format? It just takes getting used to. Yeah, change is not for everybody. I don't like change either, you guys. When I get comfortable doing something, I'm comfortable, and that's how I was. And I needed to change to be able to stream to YouTube, and it was hard, and I put it off for a while. And so I'm trying to be better, But it won't be like this every time. I won't be streaming every time to YouTube. All right. Because usually when I'm in events, we have descriptions that we need to put and links and tags, and I can't really do that as far as I've figured out with this streaming service. Hey, Donna, you're not late. You're always on time, friend. Always on time. This is a messy one. I don't know if I like this one. Let me grab another one. We're not going to do the Mod Podge on this one, or whatever that stuff is. Matte medium. I'm just going to do one without it and see how it does. Let me spray it with some water. Hello, husband. What about getting a second device and use one for your YouTube and one for your Facebook? Yeah, that's a possibility also. Then I'll have two different cameras to look at. Well, I could use my YouTube one for my hands and then the front facing one for Facebook. All right, so here's our other snowball. Get my nose, see where I want it. Oop, that's not the way to do it, Mary. You gotta use it on the nose itself. Goodness. And this one looks a little bit hairier than, a little bit more fluffy than the other one. All right, so the other thing I had out for a hat, where is it? Maybe I didn't have it out. Oh, here it is. Is this material, muslin material that I coffee stained. I don't know how good it's going to work because it's all cut up, but we're going to try to make a little hat out of it. I thought I had a different piece. Just move it around, make a little hat. I don't know. I did have another piece that was a little bit bigger over here. I think I'm going to have to wet this again. It's not, the Mod Podge definitely works better to keep it in place. Now he looks bald over here. Hold it for a minute. I don't know where the rest of those little bags are. What about? No. I do have some little. Let me see if I can grab them without knocking anything over. Oh, I've got these little scarecrow hats that we can maybe work into the mix. I don't know. Let's see what we think. How about a little scarecrow hat on the little fella? I think I'll put one. I think I'll try it. I think I need Mod Podge is what I need because this thing does not want to stay down. All right, so this one, I kind of want to go in the other direction. So let's glue his hat up on top the opposite way. No. Let's see. You like the scarecrow hat? Yeah, I forgot I had these sitting over there. I was going to make scarecrows with them, but now I'm sticking to all this. That didn't quite work out. Kind of lost that track of time. I'm just going to wind this around a little bit because it's being crazy. Definitely liked the other Mod Podge in it first, but this one didn't want to work. Oh, there went my camera, y'all. Let's see if I can turn it back on. Let's see. Let me go to my. Here we go. So that means I've been on for 30 minutes. And I said this was going to be off by then, but it's okay. All right, let's see. I think he'll be cute in there. Maybe have him sitting up a little bit more. Glue his hat down in the front. Give him some eyeballs. And I'll show you guys. And then each one of them will have a little snowman in there. His nose is really going up. I might have to adjust that a little bit. It's okay. Let me see if I can get some reflection in his eyes. He looks a little crazy. This roving stuff is everywhere. He might need an adjustment. He's a bit crazy. He's a little bit of a crazy one. Oh, goodness. I think he's cute, though. But then I'll just continue adding the little snowman in here and roving in my mouth and everything else. And it'll just be a cute little thing. You can add a hanger up here to the top, a bow, and each one of the snowmen can be different. You can put a bow on their head like it's a girl. You can make them bigger or tiny or whatever you want to do. Or you could just put 3. That would be cute too. One here, and then one at the top. I think that would be cute. I might do that. And then just put something else in the other portions. What else could we put in there? Like snowflakes or something. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys today. Let's see if I can get myself back on the screen. Yes. So thank you for joining me, and I'll finish this up and I'll put a picture on my page, and I'll see you guys next time. If you're in the VIP group, tonight is Primitive Santa night. So get all your supplies together and join me for that. If you're not in the VIP group and you want to be, just reach out to me and we'll give you that information. And I'll see you guys next time. You'll be watching. Yeah, I hope that you'll make it later, Donna. All right. I'll see you guys next time. And I'll be live tomorrow with Take 5. Bye.